This is a highlights point I like to bring to you, to bring home information. Our device, renal mapping selective denervation device, has been approved in China last year, August. And we are in sale right now. It's about $1 million sale per month, more or less. The unique, our renal denervation device is very different from any others because we can map renal nerves, selectively denervate renal sympathetic nerves, and preserve parasympathetic nerves and the sensory nerves. Therefore, we can increase the responder rate from about 60-65% to 80%. The system is strongly protected by our solid patent portfolio in China, US, and European countries. You can see this. The approved indication in China has one more indication compared to other RDN devices, which is patients not only drug-resistant hypertension, intolerant to antihypertensive drug therapy, but also they want to reduce their drug burden. How do we map? The mapping technology is based on the renal nerve anatomy. There are at least 3 nerve components around the renal nerves: parasympathetic, sympathetic, and the sensory nerves. We use this device, the catheter. It has a dual function. It can deliver electronic stimulation and also do ablation. We put a catheter all the way down to the distal of the renal main artery. We deliver electronic stimulation. If we see increase in the blood pressure, it has been identified as a hot spot presenting sympathetic nerves. We ablate, and then we do confirmation, deliver the same electronic stimulation again. If we do not see the increase in the blood pressure, indicating an effective ablation. Otherwise, we do another ablation. On the contrast, if we see the decrease in the blood pressure or no change in the blood pressure, we do not do ablation. We move to next spot. The SOP is between the spot 5 millimeters apart and turn 90 degrees. So we start from the distal of the renal main artery, treat the entire renal main artery to proximal. Therefore, we can have real-time feedback during the procedure to identify whether you have effective ablation or not. And also, based on our clinical study, our system can not only control blood pressure, but also reduce drug burden. We started to get a sale in China since last December. Right now, we have $1 million per month, more or less. We are going to achieve a $10 million sale, and we're very confident we can achieve $20 million sales in about 2 years. This is the hospital I show you. We have been penetrated, and actually we already completed our goal. We penetrated more than 100 hospitals now. We have a commercial team cover all the process in China, and we have more than 40 sales reps. These slides, several bring home information. Number one, the SMART study so far is the only study can show MSRDN renal mapping selective denervation not only able to control office blood pressure up to 95%, but also reduce drug burden. You can see that between the treat and the sham group, the control level is comparable. But however, in the sham group, you need to use much more drug in order to achieve that level. More importantly, we only did 4 ablations per side renal main artery. Okay. This is the mapping selective denervation data I show you. You can see that for both sides, we map about 16 sites. Among them, about 50% are hot spot. And the cold spot, which is you stimulate, you cause decrease in the blood pressure, is about 27%. You cannot ablate that. And also you cannot ablate neutral spot, because if you ablate those spots, instead of reduced blood pressure, the blood pressure may go up, which already showed in spiral study and also recall study. This is the data from the real-world practice. You can see that from the consecutive 50 patients, and the office blood pressure reduced by 25, and the procedure time 83 minutes, and the contrast use also reduced. The responder rate is about 82%. This is a comparison with 3 different major devices right now. You can see that responder rate, we are pretty high, and we use less contrast. The time is very comparable. And this, we have very strong advisory board. You can see the world leaders in this field are sitting on our advisory board. Therefore, the strategy we have in China, we work with professional societies, we penetrate the hospitals, we did workshops. In US, we are going to start an early feasibility study in this year. And also we have strategy in European countries. This is our G2 system. This is the device or system we are going to do our early feasibility studies in US. This is different from our G1 system because it has multi-electrode and in the parallel cover the cross-section of the renal artery, and also this computer driven, it can tell you where should be ablate, where should not be ablate. So we are addressing a huge market, and we already have cell in China. This is the world's first and only selective renal denervation system. And we are going to have our mission in US. Thank you.